What's the creepiest confession made on Reddit? u/delete responded. There was a guy who confessed that he stalked a girl for a year, hacked her love interest's computer, planted a load of evidence that love interest had been stalking her, and was into a load of weird and creepy stuff, revealed it to girl, helped girl to get a restraining order on love interest, used that as his way in with the girl, and eventually married her. What the actual fuck? u/deleted responded. On the legal advice forum several months ago, it's been deleted. Someone got on there who described, in detail, a sexual encounter he had just had, where, when he went to the bathroom to take a shower, when he came back out the woman was gone, and 20 minutes later the cops showed up. The whole story sounded like a very cliched and detailed rape scenario. A few commenters responded to the OP just to tell him to shut up, stop typing on Reddit, and go call an attorney ASAP. Then, the story was deleted. u/itsminiol responded. The guy who confessed to spending thousands of dollars on inflatable dragons so he could have sex with them. It was in a finance thread, which made it even more bizarre. Eventually someone finally asked if he had sex with them and he's like, well, duh. Edit. Here's the link for anyone into that kind of thing. Edit 2. OMG, there are 2 inflatable dragon fuckers on Reddit. Here's the other thread, but the comments have been deleted. Shame, because this thread was even weirder. Edit 3. Here was his response when someone finally asked if he had sex with the dragons. I'm offended by this question. Of course I do. Every way possible, but I prefer having sex on them. Then again, I don't think you can count spanking your monkey as sex. u/CTS_2 responded. I'm not sure of the thread and it was months ago, but it was a child psychologist who was talking about molesting and abusing his clients. I work in mental health, so I think it was on a related subreddit. Anyways, it was super disturbing. He went into really creepy detail about how he would groom the children. Some of the things made me think he wasn't really a psychologist, but some of his knowledge made me think he did have some healthcare knowledge. u/toxicomania responded. I know a guy on 4chan made a game where you had to find coordinate that lead to the body of the victim of the murder he did. Edit. Not cool when you mention a story like that and people, confused, are asking you, but which of murders are you talking about? There are so many. u/capcombrick responded. Not exactly a Reddit confession, but there was a guy who posted on /b asking if he should kill his girlfriend. They said yes, and then he responded with pictures of her body, strung up so that her teenaged son would find it when he got home, as the other commenters continued to encourage him. It was reposted on Reddit and ended up making the news. That one made me sick to my stomach. u/deleted responded. Probably the confession where the Redditor and a girl friend decided to experiment in bestiality with his dog. They waited until no one was home. The girl stripped down naked and bent over on all fours and changed her mind when the dog approached her. The dog then proceeded to chase her, mount her and have sex with the girl. She ended up committing suicide weeks later. Not sure of validity of it, but still disturbed the hell out of me. Link. u/degree douche_kayak responded. I remember a guy who unknowingly admitted to molesting his cousin on AskReddit when he was asking for advice. Pretty much they were having a sleepover, and he sticks his hand down her pants and starts fingering her out of nowhere. She stops talking to him after that and he's freaking out saying she's being a bitch, and he was worried she was going to tell on him even though she definitely wanted it. After all, if she didn't, she would have stopped him. After everyone in the comments trying to explain that he molested her, he argued back saying they are wrong, but then deleted his post. u/rubabatutu responded. There was a deleted confession of a Venezuelan Redditor about killing a street thug for raping or molesting his GF. This happened when Venezuela is in the first stages of entering economical apocalypse it is currently in. He described that it is futile for a Venezuelan to leave the criminal to due process, since law enforcement can't be bothered to enforce the case. The police were underpaid, and most of the time are in cahoots with the criminals. So he kidnapped the thug, brought him to a remote house, and beat the thug to death with a metal or wooden bat while the thug is tied to a chair. He then disposed the body in a plastic body bag in a river, or a roadside street, just like how you see it on gangster films. I remember that he wrote that the whole ordeal left him feeling apathetic and nonchalant. The original confession has been deleted to protect himself. My memory of his confession is hazy, but it was one of the first, memorable and powerful thing I've read on Reddit. Perhaps another Redditor would like to corroborate my story. U/Roskarnolkov responded. Forget exactly how it happened, but some landlord posted on Reddit explaining how he inadvertently killed pretty much all his tenants by fucking some technical thing up, which caused a fire and turned off the fire alarms. Something like that. I'm not too privy to that kind of stuff. No one found out because any possible evidence was destroyed in the fire. U/deleted responded. There was a gentleman on 4chan that posted pictures of killing his wife I believe, who had kids who were at elementary school. He had strangled her to death. Too lazy for link. What's the downvote for? It's a fairly popular story, go look it up. U/Laurie D responded. The confession bear murder was bad, but the cum box stayed with me and I still remember it and feel sick. The worst thing I ever read on Reddit I think, as far as ick factor, and there was a photo. Goes to take shower. U/Quicksilver05 responded. There was a post I saw from 4chan, obviously, where a guy was killing his ex, and they were deciding what he should do next and his ex's body was found by her son. Happy ending though, the next day he turned himself in. U/Supdalardog responded. Not on Reddit, hell this is only loosely related, but the time a guy on /B showed pics of the skull he stole from the catacombs under Paris, and then him fucking it. It was hilarious. U/Simon Callahan responded. There was the dude who killed his sister's boyfriend, and made it look like a heroin overdose. That's pretty weird and fucked up. I can't remember the whole story, but I remember that the boyfriend was a deadbeat junkie, or something similar, so the guy decided to kill him and set his sister free. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this one.